Hey guys, it's me, Flower. Today, we're going to be discussing some of the Adopt Me drama, the Adopt Me tea, because let's just say Adopt Me is in a lot of controversy these days. Things like recycling old pet designs, using AI stuff to generate their new pets during the summer update. There's a lot of stuff we need to cover, but for right now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Our first sip of tea is going to be about the new S'mores raccoon. I believe Adopt Me is in a lot of controversy about this pet because they are accused of AI generating it. I'm not sure of all the proof because I haven't been able to find much, but it has been looking a little strange compared to previous updates about I don't know. It looks a bit strange. I feel like it's not really Adopt Me style. It's just a little strange. The little cutter on the head is I don't know what there's something about it, but it gives huge AI generated vibes. I'm pretty sure that S'mores Raccoon is AI generated. I usually don't go against Adopt Me like this, but I'm so sorry. It just does not look like what their usual pets look like in previous summer updates. The Shark Puppy, Mini Mackerel, Balloon Uni, all of those pets were so unique. But S'mores Raccoon kind of just looks like a combination. The Burger Bear looked completely fine. I actually love the Burger Bear. But the S'mores Raccoon, it just looks so empty and there's no value behind it. Our second sip of tea is going to be about how Adopt Me is being accused of recycling old pet designs. Adopt Me, please don't be in my account, but I 100% agree with this. The Pilot Gull looks almost exactly like the old seagull. And let me think of another pet that looks almost exactly the same. I can't think. I don't know. But I feel like this has been going on for a couple of years, the Glacier Kitsune and then the regular Kitsune, things like that. But now it's gotten not good. I'm pretty sure almost all the pets before, in the summer camp prep before the actual update, they all looked really similar to old pet designs. I agree with this, but it's just I don't know how to feel, but this is pretty much agreed on by Flower. Our third sip of tea is going to be about how the new 60-second timer before changing the writing on a large drawing board, your name or your pet's name in Adopt Me. I am so completely against this because this was one of the only ways I could communicate with Isla and Lav because they don't have chat, so I could just talk to them through my name. And Adopt Me felt like one of the only safe spaces that you could actually be able to do things like that, chat without actually using the chat option and being able to do that and being able to communicate with people. But now it just feels so empty. You have to wait a whole minute. That doesn't seem so long, but oftentimes conversations just die down super quickly. If you ask me, I am 150% actually completely against this update in Adopt Me. Our fourth sip of tea, this one isn't strictly about Adopt Me itself, but its value sites. I find them super confusing, because why do random pets rise? The Sugar Glider, there was no hype about it. I'm rarely seeing any hype about it now, but suddenly Elf just shows that it rises 150 points or something. Why do these things do that so quickly? I understand the Bat Dragon and the Shadow Dragon, because those are pets that people genuinely like, they genuinely want, that are, okay, I'm saying genuinely too much, that are actually rare. But why is the Goose just rising by 5 points randomly in the month of June? I don't understand, because there was literally no hype before Elf started showing that they're rising. I find these values such just kind of pointless. I've resorted to happy values just because they're so confusing now. They honestly all work in decimals besides Elf 0.0000002. How am I supposed to understand that? Our fifth sip of tea is about the stolen Bat Dragon design. So I've seen a ton of stuff about this and how the Bat Dragon could possibly have a remake. I do think Adopt Me heavily took inspiration from this drawing. It was posted in 2014 and the Bat Dragon was added into Adopt Me in 2019. So it is possible that they did take some inspiration from this design, as Adopt Me was made in 2017. So I think that if Can y'all hear that plane? Okay, sorry. Let me get back to the voiceover. So I think that if they do, I don't think they're gonna redesign the Bat Dragon just because it's so classic, and if it does, it will definitely plunge in value. But I think what they're gonna do is just give credit to the original owner, full credit, and hopefully it will be dropped, and possibly Adopt Me could be sued. I'm not 100% sure on everything that's happening, but I think most likely Adopt Me will just give credit to the original owner and everything will be resolved. Our sixth sip of tea is about how the Tealwood Monsters design possibly could have been stolen from a character from a very popular video game called Dragon Mania Legends. This character is a baby coral dragon. I personally do not think these look similar at all, except for the body shape and the face. I do not think I would call this stolen, because these two, yes, they may be similar, but this is just not exactly the same. Stolen is like copied almost exactly, like what the Bat Dragon design looks like. That would be called stolen. I think this is just inspired, or maybe it's just a weird coincidence. Our seventh sip of tea is about how certain creators have been doing cross-trade lives, where basically, like, you friend them, you join their live, you give them an Adopt Me pet and trade for, like, an MM2 Pew Pew or something. And it works, but this goes against Adopt Me's rules and Roblox's rules. Cross-trading is against Roblox's rules and is a heavy scam on Adopt Me. So unless you were on a lie, I would just not recommend doing this, because this person could easily be doing alt accounts, and if you are going to do this, I would use an alt account just so, like, not all of your stuff gets hacked. But I really disagree with this method, because not only does it go against Adopt Me's rules, but you're doing it live, which means literally anyone can see, including Adopt Me. Our eighth sip of tea is less explained, more talked about, but it's about the Mega Bat Dragon duping. Basically, a malicious user hacked into the admin panel and began spawning Neon and Mega Bat Dragons that are no potion, making it a risk for players to get their Mega no potion Bat Dragons taken away, because the admins don't know which ones have been duped. They essentially just spawned pets that should not exist. So they hacked into this admin panel, figured out how to use it, gave their user into the admin, and now they have complete control over, like, the Mega Bat Dragon spawning. And the reason all of them are no potion is because every admin abused pet comes out no potion. So Mega no pop Bat Dragons and Neon no pop Bat Dragons are at a risk of dropping. Our ninth sip of tea is about value manipulation. What can I say? It pushes my buttons or something. I don't know, but it makes me I need to go to bed. Actually, I don't. It's literally like 5 p.m., but it's fine. It makes me so mad, because why are you drowning, like, a random pet? Like, I'm just gonna say, what's a bunny, and tons of pet wear, and literally suffocating it with spray paint, and then suddenly value goes up by 100%. Like, value just skyrockets. It was at 2, now it's at 35. That doesn't make any sense to me, because one person posts that pet actually looking cute for once. Now it's just amazing value on Elv. Okay, this is gonna be controversial, but Elv single-handedly ruined the game. Everything just rises so quickly for literally no reason. And a big part of that is value manipulators. I'm watching you. Our 10th sip of tea is about admin abuse. Lots of people are saying about how Adopt Me players hype it so much, it's all over Adopt Me Official's YouTube channel, and that it might be an engagement trap. Though I kind of disagree with... Okay, not kinda. I do disagree with this, but I have never gotten a pet above a rare from an admin abuse egg. So I feel like they are using it for more engagement, but I wouldn't call it like an engagement trap, because I feel like they aren't solely using it for that purpose. I feel like they're also doing it just to kind of spoil their players a little bit, have some fun, and just hop on the game they made for a little bit without getting harassed. But although I disagree, I can see why someone would think this way. Our 11th sip of tea is about the complicated and hard and time-consuming acorn grinding. I know the summer update is already over, but players are still disappointed about how it was not meeting their expectations, and grinding for acorns was harder than ever. Lots of times people get literally 2 million acorns, but I know lots of people who didn't even get over 100,000. This just shows how hard it is to actually get acorns in these updates, and to get the currency in these updates because of how hard they're making it be. To be honest, I actually really liked the summer update, but it definitely didn't meet my expectations. It was different, definitely didn't go off summer vibes, but I still think it was a decent update. Our cup is getting empty, so our last sip of tea will be our 12th sip of tea. We are going to be discussing about Robux pet prices. People are very disappointed about how expensive the S'mores raccoon is, and they're saying it's a very cute pet, but they're never going to be able to get it because of how high the Robux price is. Lots of people can't afford that much Robux with allowance and things like that. They just don't want to be spending all that money on a pixel. So lots of people are disappointed that even though the Burger Bear, the same rarity as the S'mores Raccoon, is 99 Robux, and the S'mores Raccoon is 150. I 100% agree with everyone who is upset about this, because I'm not allowed to buy Robux, just because I am allowed to, but I'm saving up for something bigger. So I 100% agree with these people who are complaining about the update. But anyways, guys, that's all for today's video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, comment down below some of your Adopt Me drama that I might not have included in this video. Bye, guys!
Let me show you how to move, let me show you how to get that bad. You ain't never coming last. Fuck your man, you know this gon' make him mad.